I've never said this, but don't swallow.
Excelsior! Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 action scenes in Marvel movies. For this list, we'll be counting down all the thrilling scenes from Marvel films that kept our minds in a perpetual state of blown. As you might have guessed, a spoiler alert is probably in order.
Before we get started, does anyone want to get out?
Number 10, Spaceship Fight, Guardians of the Galaxy.
Nebula, please.
Despite being a relatively obscure Marvel title, Guardians was a huge hit, in large part due to a variety of exhilarating and action-packed moments. However, while the all-out brawl scenes, such as the prison break, serve to provide viewers with stimulating visuals, they can never quite compare to the intimacy of a one-on-one bout between sisters.
Well, you gotta hurry.
The city's been evacuated, but we're getting our asses kicked down here.
Opting to settle their sibling rivalry once and for all, Gamora and Nebula engage in intense bladed combat aboard the Dark Aster. After a hole is blown into the wall of the ship, Nebula finds herself hanging on for dear life. But rather than siding with her sister, she decides to end things her way.
I know you're both crazy.
Number 9, Attack on the Frost Giants. Thor. Frost Giants meet Mjolnir. Mjolnir, Frost Giants. Apart from the impressive fight choreography on display here, this sequence successfully defines Thor's character as he was before he became worthy enough to wield his enchanted hammer. The overzealous, ignorant, and boorish nature of the Asgardian prince is displayed fully as he rips through countless frost giants for sport before finally finding himself and his friends cornered and outnumbered.
Thor!
We must go! Let go!
This scene also offers a glimpse at Loki's true colors, suggesting that Thor's brother isn't what he seems. Ultimately, Thor is exiled to Earth for his actions, stripped of his powers, and forced to prove his honor. Number 8, Hulkbuster vs. Hulk, Avengers: Age of Ultron.
Okay.
Have you ever had a fight with a friend who can transform into a 1,000-pound embodiment of rage and destruction? Well, Tony Stark has. Any scene that involves the Hulk on a rampage calls for powerful and loud visuals, and this scene provides that in spades.
Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
Equipped with his Hulkbuster suit, Tony tries everything to subdue an out-of-control Bruce Banner before he levels an entire city. Using his trademark witty quips and banter, Tony tries desperately to save Banner from himself and the judgment of the general public. Number 7, Wolverine vs. Lady Deathstrike, X2, X-Men United.
I used to think you were one of a kind, Wolverine. I was wrong.
These two bladed mutants get right to the point. The X-Men's most fierce combatant meets his match when pitted against Lady Deathstrike. Most fans remember this scene for its brilliant martial arts choreography, and the fact that Wolverine comes face to face with another adamantium-enhanced mutant, one who would have bested him if not for his healing abilities. But while Deathstrike certainly leaves her mark, nobody beats Wolverine in a knife fight. While Nightcrawler's White House breach scene earlier in the film is certainly memorable, watching Deathstrike and Logan clash their adamantium claws is a highlight of the series as a whole. Number 6. Stark escapes Iron Man. Give a man a missile, he can blow some stuff up. Give Tony Stark the parts to build a missile, and he's likely to build a weaponized suit of armor to kick your ass. Escape scenes only truly work when the captor is devoid of all hope. Beaten and enslaved, it seems like Stark is all out of options. But we soon learn never to underestimate this brilliant engineer.
My turn.
The Mark I's grand debut is not only a spectacle, but also amazingly satisfying, as it sets Stark on his path to become a hero. Number 5. Expressway fight, Deadpool. There are a number of tried and true ways to build an intro sequence in a superhero movie, and then there's Deadpool's way.
Maximum effort.
On the Merc with a Mouth's quest for vengeance, he encounters a troop of henchmen traveling down a freeway in an SUV, and decides to give them all a taste of his maximum effort. The entire scene works as both visual eye candy as well as a comical delight, staying true to the character's nature.
Shit. Did I leave the stove on?
The film's willingness to make fun of itself complements the over-the-top violence of the scene, which also successfully sets the tone for the rest of the movie.
4. Gotcha.
Number 4. The train scene, Spider-Man 2. You'll find everything you need to know about Spider-Man in this scene. His drive and unrelenting will to help people, and the physical toll that responsibility takes on him are aptly demonstrated.
You have a train to catch.
Doc Ock sends a train full of people speeding towards their doom, and Spidey makes a desperate effort to stop it by standing at the front and webbing every passing building to slow its momentum, sacrificing his own body in the process. Peter is shockingly unmasked, and the audience can see the intense expression of pain on his face as he exhausts all his strength to fight the train's force. This epic sequence concludes with the rescued citizens realizing that their hero is just a kid. Shocked, they promise to keep his identity a secret. Number 3. Freeway Attack, Captain America, the Winter Soldier.
That is a terrible, terrible idea.
The second entry in the Captain America series is among the best films the genre has to offer, and is filled with memorable action scenes, including Nick Fury being ambushed by a team of Hydra soldiers.
Window integrity, 1%.
But the scene in which the Winter Soldier attacks Black Widow and Cap takes the cake as the best and most impactful sequence in the film. The movie abandons the MCU's typical large-scale city-destroying superhero action scenes in favor of a much more grounded approach, making the scene all the more impressive and intimate. The scene ends with Steve knocking off the Winter Soldier's mask to discover that the man he's been fighting is really his childhood friend Bucky, a man he believed to be dead.
Bucky?
Who the hell is Bucky?
Number 2. Battle of New York. The Avengers. Avengers Assemble. This film is a significant landmark in the history of the superhero genre. In this scene, the first time our heroes join forces to become a real team is a big part of its legacy.
How do we do this?
As a team, I have unfinished business with Loki.
Yeah? We'll get in line.
Save it. Loki's gonna keep this fight focused on us, and that's what we need.
For lifelong fans and newcomers alike, the long-awaited live-action team-up of this iconic superhero group more than delivered. The grand sequence takes place throughout Manhattan, with the impending threat of an alien invasion at the hands of the Chitauri raising the stakes and providing our heroes with seemingly impossible odds to overcome.
Hold on!
No character is shortchanged in this scene, and the camaraderie and banter between the group comes off as completely authentic. Fans could not wait to see more. Before we unveil our number one pick, here are some honorable mentions. Number 1. Airport Battle, Captain America Civil War.
Wow, it's so weird how you run into people at the airport. Don't you think that's weird?
Definitely weird.
Hear me out, Tony.
This scene is what dreams are made of for die-hard Marvel fans. You've seen them all fight alongside each other, but you've never seen them go head-to-head like this. At least not on the big screen. Not only were viewers blessed with seeing the original Avengers face off, they also got the opportunity to see franchise newcomers like Spider-Man and Black Panther join the fray.
Captain? Big fan of Spider-Man?
Yeah, we'll talk about it later. Just
Hey, everyone.
good job.
The fight choreography, clever use of each hero's powers, and quippy dialogue works together in unison to bring together what will surely be known as one of the most memorable scenes in MCU history.
Does anyone have any orange slices?
Do you agree with our list?
What just happened?
What's your favorite Marvel action scene?
You're a destroyer, Odinson.
For more heroic top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.